Hello, everyone, and welcome into your Monday, April 12th edition of the CBSN Denver Daily Sports Line, brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. I am Michael Spencer. You can follow me on Twitter at MichaelCBS4. Glad to have you with us as what I am calling a bounce back Monday. We got a themed segment for you today. Two of our local teams in action. I'm talking about the Avs. I'm talking about the Nuggets. Let's start on the ice with the Colorado Avalanche back home tonight for a quick one-game set against the Arizona Coyotes, the final meeting of the season between the two teams. No surprise here. The Avs are big favorites. The money line is minus 350. The puck line minus 125, and the over-under for tonight is 6. Now, I think this could be an interesting game because both of these teams are playing their third game in the last 4 days. They're both playing back-to-backs. Both teams were out of town yesterday, then flew to Colorado yesterday afternoon/evening, and then we'll play tonight at Ball Arena. One thing I am looking for in particular here is the team total for the Arizona Coyotes, and this has more to do with who's in net tonight for the Avalanche than it does with the Coyotes. Philip Grubauer is back in net, and he is coming off his worst outing of his career. Hard to think about that, right? Gruby's been playing for a really long time in the NHL. His last outing was the worst of his career. He gave up 7 goals on just 18 shots. He is now well rested. That game was last Wednesday, so it's been 5 days since he last played. He didn't even dress for that game yesterday for the Avalanche. So I expect Gruby to come back, be well rested, and be a little bit upset about how poorly he played in his last outing. I think he comes out tonight and tries to shut out the Coyotes. So I really like the Coyotes team total under 2 goals here. You can get that for minus 120 at BetMGM. If you wanted to get really risky and take the Coyotes under 1.5 goals, that's going to play you plus money at plus 140. I don't hate that either. The team total at 2.5 here is minus 200. So that's a little too much juice to lay, but if you wanted to play it safe, I think you could take that. I like taking the under 2 at minus 120. As I think it gives you a little bit of insurance there. If that Coyotes do score 2 goals, then you end up in a push situation. But give me the Coyotes under 2 goals tonight. Minus 120 is one of my best bets. As for what's happening on the hardwood, the Nuggets looking to bounce back after a disappointing loss last night to the Boston Celtics. They got outscored 31-8. In the fourth quarter. They scored 8 points in the fourth quarter. I didn't even know that was possible for the Denver Nuggets or for any team in the NBA for that matter. I look for them to have a big bounce back night tonight in Golden State. They are 4.5-point favorites. The over-under in this one is 226.5. And the money line, if you just want to take the Nuggets to win straight up, is minus 190. I want to give you a couple numbers here. The Warriors are 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 games. The Nuggets, on the other hand, are 11-7 against the spread after a loss this season. Now, Jamal Murray is still questionable, at least as the time of taping. Keep an eye on that. That will affect the line a little bit. I think it's actually baked in that he won't play tonight. So if it comes out that he will play, I expect this line to maybe move up 0.5 point, maybe even a 1.5 points. Couple things on the prop side of things today, too. Michael Porter Jr., the points is at 18.5. That actually has gone down. It started the day at 19.5. It's gone down. I like that a lot. That is cashed in 6 of the last 7. He was 1 for 12 from the three-point line yesterday against Boston. That's not going to happen again. I have to think that that's not going to happen again. He even said after the game, look, I'm not going to miss 11 three-pointers again, probably ever in his career maybe. So I like the Michael Porter Jr. points. I also think you could find value in his rebounds. He has hit 6 of the last 8 double-digit rebound games for Michael Porter Jr. The prop bet tonight is currently at 9.5, and it's plus money at plus 110. So I think you might be able to find some value there. Also consider that Golden State tied for last in terms of rebounds allowed per game in the NBA this season. I think the Nuggets come out. I think they try and crash the boards. I think Michael Porter Jr.'s rebound prop goes over tonight. One other thing I'm keeping an eye on, Andrew Wiggins under 20.5 points for the Warriors tonight. This number's inflated a little bit because he had 25 in the Warriors' last outing, which was a big win. Prior to that, though, he had 15, 16, 9, and 15. The Nuggets held him to just 16 in their lone meeting this season back in January. I like the Andrew Wiggins under 20.5 total points tonight. If you want to parlay this evening, by the way, the Nuggets and Avs to win straight up, no puck line, no point spread, plus 120 plus money there for those of you who like the parlays. All right, so those are your look at tonight. My 3 best bets for this evening. The Coyotes under 2 goals at -120. Andrew Wiggins under 20.5 total points at -125. And MPJ over 18.5 total points at -125 as well. That is going to do it for me. As always, good luck and thanks so much for hanging out with us here on the CBSN Denver Daily Sports Line, brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks.